Hey guys, welcome to A Touch of Film. Just before I start this video, I just want to let everyone know there's a Chinese cinema season. I'll put the links below where you can stream and rent Chinese movies. There'll be a season of Hong Kong cinema coming up soon on the same site. At the moment, I can really recommend the Louis like small season that they've got on. They've got Suzhou River, which has only got a few days left. You have to see that. It's a brand new 2K restoration, and they've also got the Shadow Play as well. So I really recommend those two movies to start off with. They're going to have more movies being shown on that site, but I've been really banging on about it on social media. I think everyone should get a chance to go see these movies because we're not at the cinemas. You can just stream them, and they're all like amazing movies. So yeah, let's crack on with this video. Today I have a stack of Japanese titles here. Some are on import, some of them are UK releases, US releases. So yeah, let's jump straight in. This one's from Third Window Films. I really missed out on this one. It's nearly, I think it is out of print. I picked this up from Terracotta Distribution. So they usually have out of print titles. This one is like one of the best Third Window releases. It is The Woodsman and the Rain. Just absolute brilliant movie. Directed by Shuichi Akita, which is just absolute brilliant movie. Koji Yakusho in there. It's about this like small time director who's making a zombie film in this small village, and you just see this community spirit. It's just an absolute beautiful behind the scenes type movie, talking about the production of a film from this like director who's just like getting it from both ends. Brilliant movie. It's just won so many awards as well. It's one that you have to pick up. If you haven't picked it up, pick it up. Try and find a copy. Even pick it up from eBay if you can't get it. I got it, like I said, I got it from Terracotta Distribution. So yeah, great title there. Next up is another one I got from Terracotta. This one I've been meaning to get for a while, but I just saw it there. They have this that an edition of this which was all signed by the directors that made these movies. It is the new directors from Japan. It's got Nagisa Osugai, Yosuke Takaya, and Hirobumi Watanabe. Watanabe's like become massive now. I think he's just, he's really become like a really cool director now. There's some short films on here, and yeah, all great movies. The only one I didn't like so much was My Baby, which is by Isegai. But The Lust of Angels of hers is brilliant. It's about like these girls on a train which keep getting sort of like assaulted by men, and they go for revenge. That's really good. Takaya's Buy Bling Get One Free is brilliant. It's so funny. And The Mud Ship Sails Away by Watanabe is brilliant. So yeah, some really good titles on here. Well worth picking up if you want to see like up and coming directors from Japan. And yeah, this is just a fantastic, absolutely fantastic release. If you can find this, the Terracotta one has all the directors. If I can focus in there, they've signed this release. So yeah, and it's not that expensive. Well worth picking up. Next up, we have another Third Window Films. I've been meaning to pick this up. I've not really been in a rush to get it, but yeah, it's one of those that, you know, I have to pick up. You know, I love the director. I always talk about the director. It is Lesson of Evil, directed by Takashi Miike, and it stars Seiji Hasumi. He plays this psychopathic school teacher, which, you know, I think most people have seen this. It gets pretty violent, quite bloody, and yeah, brilliant movie. Not Miike's best, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. Next up, here we go. We have Funeral Parade of Roses by Toshio Matsumoto. It's a 1960s movie. It's a real like 1960s pop culture film of the trans community in Japan. It's a brilliant movie, very avant-garde. I think it's really beautiful. It's black and white, but it just really pops. It's a black and white movie that really I would have loved to have seen in colour, but yet it does so much with the fact that it's in black and white. Real beautiful filmmaking, and yeah, Matsumoto, what a great director. This is just an absolute masterpiece. I got this for a tenner from eBay. I have been meaning to get it, but yeah, if you can pick it up, definitely pick that up. Now, if you saw our stream on Friday, we were discussing kaiju movies, and this was one that I brought up. It's a Japanese kaiju movie. It is Howl from Beyond the Fog. I picked this up from SRS Cinema. Yeah, a really cool kaiju movie, but it's all done with puppets. It's very subtle, very quiet. Whilst you have that kaiju aggressive element in there, it is absolutely beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful kaiju films I've ever seen. Look at that artwork as well on that. That is just stunning. It's about this blind girl and this blind monster who they communicate together. Brilliant, absolutely gorgeous film. Next up from Arrow, we have here we go. Yeah, The Shogun's Joy of Torture, directed by Teruo Ishii. I love this film. One of my favourite releases of the year so far. I had not seen this prior to this, but yeah, easily one of the best releases of the year. You have this shogun who's torturing literally everyone who's committing a heinous crime, and it has like 3 separate stories with the same shogun in it, and it really goes into depths of how they tortured, why they tortured, and the pleasure some of the torturers got from the torturing. It's very much an exploitation movie. It's got all the elements you get from a Japanese exploitation movie, like the very dark, seedy storylines. Absolutely brilliant. I really, really recommend getting this, guys. I love this. It would definitely make my end of year top Blu-rays of the year. It's dark, it's colourful, it's grotesque, it's violent, it's everything you'll ever want from a Japanese exploitation. That is Shogun's Joy of Torture. Next up, I had not seen this prior to this release. We have The Invisible Man and The Invisible Man versus The Human Fly. The Invisible Man is directed by Nobu Adachi, and you have The Invisible Man vs. The Human Fly, which is directed by Mitsu Murayama. Yeah, this is a really good take on the Invisible Man story. You have this scientist, one and his 2 assistants, and one of them takes the formula that makes him invisible, and the the solution also makes him psychotic as well. And then you have the other film, which is The Invisible Man versus the Human Fly, where it's just this time the Invisible Man is a good guy. It's a different character. Really fun movies. Well worth checking out, guys. Yeah, that's The Invisible Man and The Invisible Man versus the Human Fly from Arrow. Next up is a weird one, guys. I hadn't picked this up for a while. It was one of my favourite films of the year. It got released in 2019, I think it was. Or was it 2018? Whatever it was. And I just wanted a really nice release of it. None of them had English subtitles, but this is the Korean release. And you're going to say to me, but Huz, the Korean release doesn't have English subtitles. This one does. The reason why, it has the English disc in there, which is pretty cool. I picked that up. Yeah, well worth. I'm sure everyone that's watches my channel has seen Shoplifters. One of Koreeda's best movies. He won the Palme d'Or for it. Well deserved. I think he should have got the Oscar for Best Foreign Language Film. I think it went to The Square that year. But yeah, in my opinion, it should have gone to Shoplifters. But never mind. Next up, we have from one of my favourite directors at the moment, Sabu. It is Mr. Long. This is the German edition. Stars Chen Chang as this assassin who gets stuck in Japan whilst trying to do a job. It all goes wrong. Ends up working as a noodle chef. He's pretty much silent throughout the whole film because he doesn't really speak Japanese. Chang Chen is probably an actor that's worked with every big Asian director. He's worked with Wong Kar-wai, Ho Xiao-shen, Edward Yang, Sabu. He's just like an amazing actor, and now he's doing the new Dune film with Denis Villeneuve. I just love this guy, and I think he can do no wrong. He's possibly one of the best actors around. Yeah, and that is Mr. Long. Next up, talking about kaiju films. I've been meaning to get this up, pick this up. It's pretty cheap now, so, and with everyone talking about kaiju films, I picked up Shin Godzilla, a new reboot to the Godzilla series. Now that Toho have got the rights back, I just can't wait to see what they do next with this story. The Godzilla in this is just absolutely wonderful. A real traditional look to Godzilla. And yeah, his tail is just crazy. It just is. He's a lot more scarier in this. And the last scene in that, the last shot is just getting me excited for the next Toho release of Godzilla. Next up are some Japanese releases. I'm trying to complete his filmography, Takashi Kitano's. I've got Takashis, which is directed and starring Takashi Kitano. And it's about this Takashi Kitano, and he meets a struggling actor called Takashi Kitano plays Beat Takashi, and he meets a struggling actor called Mr. Kitano, and once they meet, you just see this surreal story of Mr. Kitano, and I think he plays it really well. Takashi Kitano, he's one of the best directors. His last film, I think he's doing his last film now, which is going to come out this year or maybe possibly next year, depending on delays. But yeah, that's Takashi's. It's got English subs. This is the Japanese release. And lastly, another one from Takeshi Kitano. We have Glory to the Filmmaker, where Takeshi Kitano plays a filmmaker who wants to make a big, successful blockbuster. And you just see him, it's a comedy, but he goes through all these different types of Japanese genres, like the regular genres that they make films with, like from a Yakuza film, samurai film, melodramas, and yeah, it's just a really funny film. Kitano going back to his comedy roots with this, and he's such dry humour, and it shows what a great director he is, who can really touch on every genre and still make brilliant movies. So that is my last one in this list. It is Glory to the Filmmaker. So that was my Japanese Blu-ray update. Quite a few titles there. Yeah, and definitely some that you should really pick up there. So that being said, yeah, they're available still. Again, I want to remind everyone about the Chinese cinema season, which is being shown. I will put the links below where you can see these movies, and yeah, definitely pick up Suzhou River while it's available. It's only a few more days still there, but yeah, check it out, guys. Until then, guys, hit that subscribe button, click like, comment below if you've picked up any of these, or if you've seen any films at the Chinese cinema season. If you're not in the UK, I'm sure you may still be able to see them, or if not, use a VPN. I highly recommend it. And yeah, hit that comment below, hit that like button, and yeah, take it easy, guys. See you in the next video.